Okay, it's time for a daily history lesson. And what happened on this day in 1937? Well, San Francisco's iconic Golden Gate Bridge was opened to the public. Now, at the time, it was the world's longest suspension bridge, and that title has since been overtaken by 8 other bridges. Now, the Golden Gate still holds one more title, more notorious record, though. It's the world's most popular place to commit suicide. Oh, my goodness. Okay, on this day in 1964, the founding father of modern-day India died. The nation's first prime minister, get ready for this name, Jawaharlal Nehru, had a heart attack while in office. He was 74 at the time, and Nehru led India since it gained independence from Britain and was a close confidant of the fellow freedom fighter Mahatma Gandhi. Also on this day in 2000, Scottish farmers battled the British government for compensation after they were told to dig up and destroy their crops after a planting blunder. Now, they accidentally sown their land with the genetically modified oilseed rape. The Farmers Union, though, later accepted a £1.3 million compensation in this deal. Okay, here in Hong Kong, we have the city's biggest art event of the year. That's the Hong Kong Art Fair, and it is now open to visitors, with many of the world's famous commercial artists displaying their latest works. That includes a famous Australian duo. That's right, the famed director of such films such as Moulin Rouge, Australia, of course, Romeo and Juliet. My favorite, though, Strictly Ballroom. Baz Luhrmann is one half, and the other half is the award-winning artist Vincent Fantauzzo, and they join me today in studio with their latest works being displayed here. Nice to see you both. Now, you're saying that, I guess in that video we showed of you guys riding the motorcycles across India, you actually looked like you could ride there.
Yeah, unfortunately that was Vincent riding, but...
it was an illusion.
Yeah.
It was an illusion. Now, you just hurt yourself on a bike, didn't you? You broke your collarbone?
About 48 hours ago I had a motorbike accident right before I jumped on a plane to come to Hong Kong. We were meant to be here a day earlier. Got hit by a taxi and kind of had a plate and a
That
lot
looks
of
very appetizing there, Vincent.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's talk about this artwork display that you're showing at the Hong Kong Art Fair. This was inspired by your bicycle ride, your motorbike ride. I don't want to call it bicycle. Motorbike ride across India. And this is a political message that you're trying to send. Is that right?
It started as that. It started as a response, really, to the very negative, violent things that were happening to Indian students in Australia. And we worked together on different creative things before, and Vincent just said, look, let's go. Let's have a biking adventure, and let's try and do something that's creative and positive. And it really took off. I mean, we were traveling through Rajasthan doing street art with street kids and using sort of Bollywood and Hollywood imagery, and it's just kept going and going. So when the Sovereign Art Foundation said, we would love you to come and do it in a booth, like Vincent's going to do it live, in a booth at the Hong Kong Art Fair. He's doing street art sort of live, and so, he's part of the show, really.
When you say street art, what does that mean? Does that mean graffiti? Is this canvas? Is this oil? What is it?
I think it's transcended from just being street art. I guess we were using stencils and spray paint and paint brushes, and we were had no real plan. We just thought we'd get a bunch of stuff and make some art with kids in villages. And
no plan, that kind of explains a few things, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Oh, come on, art has no plan, right? But,
and that's what I like about it. That's what I like about it. It's fun.
It is fun. Now, there are some famous images that you're using. For instance, you're showing Amitabh Bachchan, of course, the very famous Indian actor, Shah Rukh Khan, and Michael Jackson is thrown in the mix. Now, Michael stands out a little bit, I guess, amongst those two names. Where's that inspiration?
Oh, I don't know. I think they're all up there in the same pantheon of great performers, but it's a Hollywood and Bollywood. So what we did was use dance.
Right.
The idea was to take dance when you've got oppressive, negative things going on where politicians can't do anything about it. It was to take symbols of dance and to mix them up, Bollywood, Hollywood, as icons. And actually, on the journey, we met with Amitabh Bachchan, and I got to say that it was a big inspiration in the piece. And in the booth you see there's a huge portrait that Vincent painted of him. So he's kind of like the icon in the piece.
Now, you alluded to what's happening, I guess, politically in Australia, the killings of the Indian students. Are you disappointed by the response so far by the government? I don't know if you want to tackle this issue.
You know what? I think actually it's caught up. I think it's caught up. But it was and it's always hard from a distance to comment on those things because they have to work within certain mechanisms. But artists don't.
Right.
We can be direct. We're meant to be emotional, direct, reach out, human. That's kind of our function in terms of communications. So, and also it was a thrill to do it. It was a thrill to sort of get out there and be in the streets and create. And it was spontaneous. We
got as much out of it as anyone else. It was kind of like.
We got more out of it.
Yeah. our excuse to go on a creative adventure and do something positive at the same time.
Okay, now how did you two become friends on this project? You know, I would have to say...
I wouldn't call us... No.
Oh, not friends, really?
No, we
okay.
are. Yeah, we are.
Well, I don't know where that's going, but okay.
Let's argue.
But how did you two meet up and say, let's do this project?
I think we've probably known each other maybe way back since, in the same circle, Heath Ledger, actually. Vincent very famously painted Heath Ledger just before he died, and it's a remarkable portrait, and I was aware of him through that, so it was about 5 years ago. And then Vinny came and did portraiture of the little boy in my film, and worked with us very closely there. We started to collaborate on different creative things. I mean, in the work I do, I'm always working with different artists. And out of that came the idea of sort of artistic adventures. Now, what started really, if we be really honest, was we like biking. What started as a kind of excuse to go and have a lot of fun turned into something quite serious. I mean, at the Hong Kong Art Fair, we've also got this other work that's an artistic gesture that is a major work, that's a step in making a film. And we want people to come and sort of contribute to the making of a film.
Yeah, this multimedia project called Creek 1997. What's 1997?
It actually comes from a childhood memory of mine. It's not autobiographical, but it's specifically from a memory I had as a child, and I'm developing a film out of it. And Vincent and I, we went about doing it, combining cinema, process, and painting.
Now, I want to make sure that, is it 1997 and 1977?
1977.
1977. Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that long ago.
Yeah.
Okay, but let me just talk to you about...
Thanks a lot.
I'm sorry,
Hang on. Whoa.
That year has a lot of significance for me as well. It's a very long time ago. But
I know you weren't born then.
Yeah. Okay, but let's talk about your upcoming project as well, because you're doing The Great Gatsby, a remake of The Great Gatsby.
Wait.
There are rumors about that. Is that happening?
Come on. Bloomberg, I'm disappointed. Rumors on Bloomberg?
Right, no, it's only fashion.
That's not good for the market, is it?
Stop it, Baz.
Listen, I tell you what, I'm working on several films. Actually, the piece at the Hong Kong Art Fair is one of those films.
Right.
It is true, I have the rights to The Great Gatsby. It is one of the things I'm developing. I'm not saying it's my next film, and I'm about to commit to what it's going to be. I'm also working on some live shows and things like that. So
all right.
It's possible.
Did you like Strictly Ballroom? Is that your favorite film that you made?
I was really touched that you said that, because not everyone has seen that film. And it's my first movie, and again, it comes from my childhood, actually, the ballroom dancing world. So it was really... Well, I'm happy with you. Okay, good, Baz. Thank you for dropping by, and enjoy your trip to the Hong Kong Art Fair. Thank you for that. Baz Luhrmann and Vincent Fantauzzo. That does it for this edition of Asia Confidential. Thanks for watching.
Asia Confidential was brought to you by BNP Paribas, the bank for a changing world. Man Investments, a world-leading alternative investments provider, brings you the Biggest Movers Report. The Biggest Movers Report was brought to you by Man Investments, a world-leading alternative investments provider. AA1 credit rating from Moody's. Voted #1 in financial reputation by Wall Street Journal Asia. OCBC Bank takes private banking to a new level with the acquisition of ING Asia Private Bank, consistently ranked top 5 global private bank in Asia by Asia Money. Welcome to Bank of Singapore, Asia's global private bank.